So hey guys, it's Ziant again, and here's more Battlefield 3. This time I thought I'd jump on an Armored Kill TDM server because, honestly, I haven't played too much Armored Kill TDM. I had played this map once before on TDM Death Valley, and you know, it's really kind of stupid. You put a radio beacon down and camp on top of the tower, and in this case the enemy team wins because of it and because a lot of my teammates were complete crap. I wanted to do a little practice for the next Weapons Locker episode where I've decided that I'm not going to snipe. I know that some of you that care are disappointed to not being able to see me completely fail, especially when I cherry pick my gameplay like mad, but there's a level of frustration in Battlefield 3 I'm just not willing to get to, and for that reason I'd rather just use the PDWs for the Recon class, because unless you're really good, better than me, or have put in a lot of hours in sniping, like Skulls and Spades has, then I'm not going to be able to put together a good enough gameplay for my own standards to present to you guys, even as a live com. And really, I feel like if you're going to play the Recon class and be effective, at least for the most part, for most people, you're going to want to use a PDW. Not that anyone really plays the Recon class anyway. I'm sure some people do, and I know Jimmy the Snake will not like me for that comment, but plus the fact I liked the PP2000 in the beta because there was a damage glitch, and I like it now because I have extended mag, I have a laser sight, and I can just hip fire it everywhere. But on to the topic. Hey, finally getting on topic. I wanted to talk about the skill disparity between the average player, the YouTube player, and the YouTube commenters. Because the assumption that a lot of people have, and I know that a lot of big YouTube commentators have mentioned this, is that YouTube players and people that post on YouTube, all their gameplays are 100 kills, no deaths, 5 nukes a game, and just complete domination for every game, all the time, ever. And if you've watched my gameplays, you know that most of the clips that I use are me getting 3 or 4 kills with each death, and that's it. You don't see the games where I go 3 and 11, unless, you know, Culprit might post one of them. And even then I've begged him, please don't post this, Culprit, please don't post this. He will, of course, remember back in the early days when we were, actually, it was before the PTFO tournament, I had a horrible game on Caspian Rush, which he posted where he got like, I don't know, 6 kills with a single set of landmines, and I went, I don't know, 3 and 11, but the topic at hand is really the YouTube commenter. There's an assumption as well that commenters on YouTube, people who spend their free time watching gaming videos, care enough about the game to at least be passable at it, and most of them are good. And me and myself being a YouTube commenter before I was a YouTube creator, which is a really pretentious term and I apologize for it, I'm not bad at the game. I mean, I'm not competitive, I could be, but I'm not. And I am by no means going to be getting 100 kills consistently. Heck, I've not gotten many nukes in Modern Warfare 2 on PC where I could conceivably do so. Again, the assumption holds that YouTube commenters, because they care enough about the game to watch it on the internet on their free time when they could be watching the millions of very entertaining cat videos, they should be better at the game. And I think that's true, to some extent. There are a lot of really good players who don't post YouTube comments. But I think there are a lot of bad ones too, and we would be remiss to think that they are all just the best players ever, because they're not. One of the best ways I think to find this out is, A, to host a tournament, like the Project PTFO tournament that Mass Nerderer was kind enough to let me in. I know that Culprit said before that a lot of times it wasn't the skill set of the YouTube commentator that defined it, it was the skills of the subs. And I think that's telling for when it comes to the skill of the commenter, and I'm saying that word a lot. But, by that same token, back before I really had a love of Battlefield or had a love of Call of Duty, I bought Halo Reach so that I could play Black Ops, which doesn't make a lot of sense until you think in Halo you have to be accurate, and so my accuracy was probably better than a person who just jumped straight into Call of Duty. I joined a group started by Woody's Gamertag called Huppet Gaming. which was a forum that allowed gamers to get together and dominate pubs all night, like we see the YouTube commentators do, because, you know, they know each other. Once they have enough subs and enough visibility, they get together and they play. And they dominate pubs all night. So Woody put this together, and I made some really good beast friends on Xbox playing Call of Duty. We played Halo, and we played all of them. But there were some players that we got together with through Huppet that were just awful. Ghost camping in a corner with Second Chance. So some of the players that I consider good, going back, they're crap. I mean, they camp like crazy with Blind Eye Assassin, with Ghost, with a Silence from... with all the things that are cheap that let you get easy kills. And you think to yourself, well, these guys must be really good because they put up good scores. But if you look, good scores don't mean good gameplay. And good comments on YouTube don't mean good players. It's your job, as both a commentator in my case, or commenter for some of you, to understand that the best players usually use correct grammar, that are arguing for the commentator's case, and using logic to frame their arguments. The people who have contractions, I am speak, and all the other really cheesy stuff, those are the ones you want to watch out for, because those are the kids, and those are the bad players, and the lazy ones.